What's up guys, Joel here bringing you a deck profile today of my Zodiac Time Beast with the new restriction list into play. Now, I have been testing this. I've been getting a bunch of requests of, well, how I would build this deck and how I would go about running it. Now, it is very different from how I played it last time, frankly, because we lost Year Water, and I did not play TikTok as a starter. But this deck does now consider, or does now have the, like how Great Chronicle is, play the multiple starters, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what they are. So your starter is Dran, with 2 more Dran inside the main deck. Reason why you want to put more Drans inside the deck is because of Split Pegasus. There is a really good combo with this card if your Vanguard is Chrono Jet G, and having these in the deck. And if you don't have them in the deck, or if they're in damage on your hand, the combo still works pretty fine. The fact that Meta Pulsar Pegasus does say that you could call up to. So you want to go 3 Dran just because he's a really good starter, and he is a Zodiac Time Beast, so he is searchable pretty much with most of the deck. And with the deck being able to recycle Chrono Jets, you're able to go ahead and recycle the Chrono Jets so your Chrono Dran is live. As for grade 3s, we're playing 3 Chrono Jet Dragon G, obviously the Vanguard you want to be on because he does work well with the whole Stride deck, being Zodiac Time Beast, and as well as Gear Dragons. This card does a lot of pressure plays, especially if you're on to the next stage, just boosting up a whole bunch of power. So this card is essentially really good, and he does do your time leaps, so this is great. And we're playing 3 more, and with that you're playing Chrono Jet Dragon. Reason why I'm playing 7 Chrono Jets now is because of the Chrono Dran, and it becomes even easier once a crossover dragon comes out, because you will have your ways to get your Chrono Jets, which is pretty good. And of course, if you don't have G, you could ride into this, and still guard restriction, which is pretty cool. The only hard part about it is that with some of the support, some of them does require you to have a Zodiac Time Beast Vanguard or Heart card, and it won't really work with it. So you want to be sure you ride G. For grade 2s, you're playing 4 Lugurul. Lugurul is the same concept as it was, being pretty much the 11k attacker. Its other skill is not really needed, especially since you filter through grade 3s a lot faster. Lugurul, if you pull off its second skill of time leaping it when you drive check a grade 3, is amazing, but he's really there because he's a good 11k, and it is not GB restricted. So if you have a grade 2 Zodiac Time Beast, he's an 11k by itself, without being GB restricted, so which is pretty good. Next we play 3 Chrono Beat Buffalo. Decided to take out Monkey and Serpent to play Buffalo, because Buffalo is a really good card because he's also an 11k if you have a grade 3 or greater Zodiac Time Beast, and that is permanent. It does not say on your turn, so you could have an 11k rear guard completely just sitting there. So that's why you want to put Buffalo, because he does swing for a lot of mass power. And then you are still playing Pulsar Speed Bunny. I dropped it down to 3 instead of 4. I was originally playing 4 and 2, but I wanted to balance it out. I might go back to 4 and 2, but we'll see. But with testing how it's been going, this works out perfectly. Bunny is pretty much your power card. For every Zodiac Time Beast rear guard, he gains plus 1000. So essentially, he could be a 14k column. So that is it for the grade 2s. You're only playing a total of 10 because of the starters. As for grade 1s, you still play 4 Arlem. This deck doesn't have that much counterblasting problem, but you still want the Arlems there just in case. But this will definitely change out once we get the Zodiac Time Beast. Zodiac Time Beast Perfect Guard. Next we play 3 Steam Breath Dragon, Stride Fodder, and also good because you could search. If you have Jet G and you have this in your hand, or if you have regular Chrono Jet in your hand and you have this, you can search your Chrono Jet G, which essentially is the Vanguard you want, and it will upgrade your plays a whole lot faster. 3 Chrono Zethos Jackal. Best grade 1 in the deck because he's second in this deck's second best grade 1. But Chrono Zethos Jackal is a really good card because he is a grade 1 that is an 11k. So you do want to optimize of how much power you put onto your rear guards, especially since Metapulsar Pegasus gives rear guard power, and so does Chrono Dragon G. Continuing on, we're playing 2 Steam Maiden Meshkia. Now I did see this play and exactly why I am playing 3 Chronodran from someone who topped an ARG with Zodiac Time Beast. His play is absolutely phenomenal. What you could do is with Meshka, what she's called, you rest her, draw a card. So when you go into Chrono Jet G, you time leap one of the Drans, put the Dran into Soul, or call Meshkia skill, rest her, give a unit +4, or you could do Dran first to move Dran into Soul, call Chrono Jet G, or Chrono Jet Dragon, or Chrono Jet G, whatever one you want. Preferably you want to go G because he is a Zodiac Time Beast, so he will gain the benefit of your Vanguard, Vanguard G. But you rest it, give something +4, then you use Metapulsar skill, Counterblast, return this back to the deck, and then call 2 Zodiac Time Beast, grade lower, and that's when you would call the Chrono Drans. So that is a really good play. It does enable your draw power. So 2 Meshkias. And then you're playing 2 Steam Maiden Uluru, just in case late game, if you have a Dran in the deck, and you have a way to time leap it, you could go ahead and use Melum to call it out and bring out the Dran. Or the Your Water, which you still play 1 of, which is pretty cool. Or even, I'll get to that. But still mating because also she's a good 11k. So that is it for the grade 1s. For zeros, 4 Hamster because Zodiac Time Beast. 4 Heart Thump Workers because you play Chrono Jet is your Vanguard and he's the only grade 3 you play. 3 Chrono Valley Rabbit for your crit, for your additional crits. You can play any other crit you want. Preferably, you guys should go Chrono, or not Chrono, Zodiac Time Beast. You play the 1 Your Water. Still really good card, even though it's at 1. Especially if G, and if this is your hand, if you stride, you call this, time leap it, call your grade 1, then use this skill, draw 2. It's actually a ridiculous play if you go him. If you go G, him, leave the Dran out, call Meshkia, use Meshkia's effect. Yeah, use Meshkia's effect to filter your deck of drawing 1, then use Your Water to draw 2, then put any card you need back with the shuffle with the Your Water still in deck. And then we're playing 2 of the Hypnosis Sheep because it is actually a really good card with Melum. It kind of replaces this. What it does that if it's called from rearguard beside your hand, you could put this into your soul and choose one of your other rearguards and place it at the bottom of your deck as the cost. And at the end of the battle that your unit attacked a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Zodiac Time Beast rearguards and stand it. So, which is pretty good. So it could just push for more numbers. Another thing, this thing would probably get better once we get Crossover Dragon. And finally, 2 draw triggers because you could still use draws in this deck, and I like it. As for Stride deck, we're playing 3 Metapulsar Pegasus. Pretty much a first turn Stride. Same thing as before, he gives +1k power, and he does enable a lot of plays by calling up to 2 Zodiac Time Beast. Next up, we're playing 3 Chrono Dragon Next Stage. Next Stage is Next Stage. If you don't know what he does, you're living under a rock. This thing is amazing. Then you play 2 Gear Groovy. He goes after Next Stage, and he does enable a lot of your plays, especially since if by the time you go to him, you should have like a big G zone face up, which makes your Chrono Dragon G boost even higher. 1 Honglong, or Hunglong, whatever. I don't really go into this. He's actually one of the targets I use to flip over with Pegasus. So I go Pegasus, Honglong, or Pegasus to flip over Pegasus to flip over Honglong. By your next stage 1, you have that gives +3 and another 1. You flip this, or you flip your next stage, so now you have next stage and Honglong ready for Gear Groovy. That's pretty much it. He's in there for his Gear Groovy target. One Metallica Phoenix. You just need a Chrono Dragon Heart, or Chrono Jet Heart, which you have 2 copies of Chrono Jet G and his regular. Essentially, this is just a backup, just in case you don't ride into G. Still enables a lot of your plays. 1 Sea Breeze because meta. There's this Grade 2 Rush decks, and if your opponent gets Great Stuck. And we play 5 G Guardians of 2 Aluru because Aluru does recycle your stuff. 2 Hetero Hound. Now you have to be careful with your soul in this deck because soul blasting is more than counter blasting, but he does protect you from those deadly columns. And then 1 Rafana because Rafana will call out the Drans or the Your Water, whatever you need, by also giving a plus 10k shield. But yeah. So guys, that is how I am playing Chrono Jet now, or Zodiac Time Beast. Tell me what you guys think of the deck. Tell me what changes you would make, and tell me if you like the deck. So like, comment, subscribe to Team Max Kingdom, and don't forget to share the video. This is Joel with Team Max Kingdom, signing out.